check. Going up, going up, going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up, going up, going up. Did it like my persona. Going up, going up, going up. Remember no was on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walking, walking. Show up, show up. Baby, hold up, glow up, glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow, glow up, glow up, glow up. Yeah, I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad flying, he ain't. Let me back, tight gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs, they can't stand me. I finesse, all them. I hear, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. No low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. They bad boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember no was on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walking. Show up. Baby, hold up, glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow, glow up. She lucky, cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me, I walk up and demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', out Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in that right. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. They bad boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember no was on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walking. Show up. Baby, hold up, glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow, glow up.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, I'm tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams playing at a high level. It's the Panthers going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right around the 31. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Samson Abukum from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a handoff looking right. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Colts send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 26. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll look to throw. Be under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go. Watch it now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cross. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the play clock's running down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the Panthers coming out now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get three. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.